Irby is my roommate. She was diagnosed with ADD and ADHD in the third grade, so we're going to talk to her about some of her struggles she had. So, when you were diagnosed in third grade, what symptoms did you have?
Basically, my teacher told my mom that it probably best I go see a doctor in concerns with my attention span in class, because she'd find that I'd be my mind would be elsewhere during all of her lesson plans, and I would just read to read but not really to comprehend. I was struggling to get my homework done on time, and basically I just wasn't really paying attention in any of my classes, and that's when she realized that I had the symptoms of a child with ADD or ADHD.
What medication were you prescribed, and what effects has the medicine had on you?
So when I first got diagnosed and took a bunch of tests for my ADHD and ADD, I was first prescribed Strattera around like 10 milligrams, I think. And basically the effects just were I was able to focus a lot more and listen and everything during class, but it made me a lot less social of a person. I noticed only until after I started taking the medicine how loud I really was and how hyper all the time I was. And when I actually started the medicine, it almost like I became very serious, and I ended up switching medicine a couple times because it would make me kind of sad. So they didn't want that to happen, and they thought that maybe I was just taking too high of a dose. So they would switch me to something that I felt more natural with. I'd also have trouble sleeping a lot when I was on it. So that's signs that you're having a higher dosage than you should. And also after a while, if you get really used to medicine, they'll have you switch it up for something else or something, because they don't want you to have, sometimes it like starts to not work as well in your body because you're just so used to it.
So do you think, in your opinion, people diagnosed with ADHD should be put on medicine?
I think they definitely should. My grades really improved ever since then, and it's really nice knowing that it wasn't just me being a slow learner, but it was actually the reason why is because of my attention span issues. Like for a while, I just thought that I just really had a hard time in school and just wasn't very intelligent. But then I found out that it's okay. I just had ADHD, and after that, I was starting to get better grades and really improve. And I would just overall understand things better. And before that, I was in small group for a while when I was growing up, and that also helped with my attention span. But once I was medicated, everything became a lot better. So I think that kids who definitely think that they might have some symptoms of ADHD or ADD should definitely get medicated, because it does really help.
Do you have any suggestions for teachers dealing with kids diagnosed with ADHD?
Yes, I would definitely say be more patient with them. It does take them a harder time to understand things if they haven't been prescribed, or if they're having some learning disabilities. It obviously is going to be a harder time for them to concentrate, but I would just really look at the fact that you should need to be more understanding towards their disability. And I guess it depends on the type, whether they are prescribed medicine for it or not, but they have a harder time learning things because they aren't as focused on it. So maybe going one-on-one more would help a lot, helping them to understand things better and help explaining why it is what it is.